Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we're back on the channel, man. We got another body cam today. Today's body cam, we have teen murders mom after transgender argument. That's insane, man. Take out your own mom? That's a little insane to me, man. Hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
liking it with a thumbs up.
Hey, let's go. Let's check this out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
It's just after midnight in Brevard County, Florida, where police respond to a home after a teenager called 911, reporting a burglary in progress.
Hello. How you doing?
We're 10-12.
What's going on? Okay. Why is there blood on the floor?
That's how you know you crazy, bro.
You
call 911. Finish.
No. Go ahead.
You call 911 and say there's a burglary in process, right? The police show up to the door, and you could tell his face.
Were you crying before? Were you getting into a character before? Or was you like, soon they came, you said, okay, action. And scene, because I'm confused.
Because to you to you doesn't even sound like
no.
Legit. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Why is there blood on the floor?
Because they're...
Huh? What? You okay? Are you okay? Are you bleeding?
No.
Who's bleeding?
Police identify their caller and soon-to-be suspect as 16-year-old Julia Egler, a resident of the home that the teen allegedly told police had been broken into by an intruder.
Come outside. What is going on? Why is that door smashed?
So uncanny. 252, can we have medical respond? We have blood on the floor.
Who's bleeding?
Hold on.
Where's your mom? Stay here. Hey. I got. It was 10:33. Somebody stay out here with her.
Kevin, you got it?
Yeah. Just have a seat right here. Ready?
Yep.
I got doors to the right.
Inside, police find a broken sliding glass door and the bodies of Julia's mother, 38-year-old Kelly McCollum, and 22-year-old Matthew Shanerock, Kelly's boyfriend. Police said both victims appeared to have...
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
So you got Kelly and Matthew.
Ooh. That's a lot. So we got two bodies.
Two.
And this is the mama boyfriend who's 22 and she's 38. Good Lord.
Matthew Shanerock, Kelly's boyfriend. Police said both victims appeared to have suffered multiple gunshot wounds, but during the 911 call that officials said lasted more than 9 minutes, Julia reportedly made no mention of Kelly or Matthew even being present at the home. Investigators quickly ruled the scene a double homicide and began talking to their only witness.
Yep. Just have a seat right here.
Yep.
You okay?
I don't know. I mean, physically, I guess, but...
So I wonder, is she trying to say...
Simply pause it first.
I'm sorry. I wonder if she's trying to say, like, she came home and found him like that, and so she assumed it was a break-in. Or are you trying to... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm just, like, wondering how she about to try to, you know, spin
it.
this. Yeah.
Please help me. What if I just grabbed the phone?
Huh?
It just grabbed my fucking tie.
If you just grab the phone in time?
Okay, who do you live here with, hon? Your mom, are you okay? Are you injured at all?
Physically, no.
No? Okay. Who else lives here? Just your mom?
Her boyfriend was around a lot.
Her boyfriend? What's his name?
Matthew.
Matthew? Was there any arguments or anything tonight?
Between who?
Okay, so now it's you.
Me and my mom used to argue a lot.
You have a
I told her I loved her.
Going to
You wouldn't even need to say that part if it ain't had nothing to do, because they trying to see if it's a murder. You know what I'm saying? They trying to see if your mom and your boyfriend
One
was
of those
arguing,
type of situations.
and
Yeah.
one killed the other one, and then
turn,
yeah. But you saying, hey, my mom, we argue?
But they can clearly rule that out depending on where the wombs are.
But they weren't even trying to
Yeah.
ask you.
Yeah.
first.
I told her I loved
That
her.
way.
Told her I love her.
I'll never get to her.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm sorry all the time so much. It's not a very manly thing to do.
Don't apologize for having feelings. It's okay.
Next, a detective arrives on scene, and Julia is moved to the driveway area, where more thorough questioning begins.
Were you asleep? No? Okay. At the time of what?
When it started,
What started?
when he came up to the window.
Matthew came up to the window?
No, I don't know who it was.
You don't know who it was? Okay. This front window right here?
No, it was in glass sliding doors or back door. It was. You can call it that.
Where was your mom at?
Her and her boyfriend were out. They were buying. Food for her bed.
Okay. Was this like a couple minutes ago?
No, it was like hours ago. Like
A couple hours ago? Okay. So, did you call your mom and tell her?
I couldn't call anyone because I didn't have time to grab the phone. I ran into the room and I had her by the back.
What is
And he
happening?
smashed the back door and
So that
He smashed, but girl, you all over the place.
none of it made sense. I mean, absolutely none of it made sense. Oh man, you are.
I'm gonna see
Yes.
how long it take them to
Because we know that
Catch on.
we know the answer to everything, because you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, the title. But if you didn't give me the title, I would have
Still.
already said something don't seem right.
Yes.
I don't think he knew that it was unlocked, but that's why I was in such a rush to get the dogs to my room, because I knew that he could just open the door and come in.
Okay, so this guy smashed the back window while you're inside. And did you call 911?
I didn't have the phone.
Okay.
I couldn't do anything.
Okay. So you should stay in your room. Okay.
I was so scared. I couldn't. I couldn't do anything.
Is anything
Julia tells a detective that an unknown man had smashed a sliding glass door, seen here, at the back of the home, while her mom was out with Matthew, before she says she retreated to her room with the family's dogs in tow.
What was wrong?
It was so quiet.
Man, that man would have came back there, heard them dogs barking, because you were not finna.
And my thing is, you said your mom was out
Hours ago.
hours ago, which I don't understand.
So man smashed the window, breaks
Well,
his
he been
dick,
chilling in the house until they came. Like, I'm confused.
and didn't
as
take
to-
nothing.
Like, that makes no sense, girl.
It made zero sense. Come on, man.
The silence. I heard.
But the dogs would have been barking. I would have came back
Like
there.
yelling?
The dogs.
I heard
You got kids about.
Now, Julia describes hearing suspected gunshots before telling investigators she cowered in her room for hours before finally emerging.
Okay.
When I heard those, I knew someone that died. I can feel it, you know? I don't know if that sounds stupid, but I just...
Who killed them?
I don't know. I don't know who he was.
So you're saying that your mom and him weren't home when this person was breaking in to the house. Did you hear your mom and her boyfriend come home?
I think I was in my room. I couldn't do anything but listen. It was just so loud. I just couldn't take it anymore.
Okay. Was he white, black?
Coming out without it.
It might have been black, because I don't know if I had to guess, maybe.
Julia describes the alleged suspect to the detective, but first...
Like, for real, girl. Like, you done made this whole story. You could have said, I didn't see him. You retreated to your room. I didn't see him.
What you said, that would have made more sense. Because I retreated to my room, so I wasn't able to get
I didn't see the intruder.
But how you know he black if you ain't even, you just
Why
heard,
he gotta be black? He made up.
No, hold on.
Okay.
If you just heard somebody break into...
Yeah, true. I'm not even trying to
and you immediate retreat. Also, I don't even got time to get the dolls.
I'm getting my babies.
Bro, you don't have time.
I just got one dog, and he's like a Velcro dog anyway, so 9 times out of 10.
But he's also going...
It's true. So I'm wondering also...
So it won't be smart to even... But he's still going to suss you out.
Unless this is like some type of intruder that probably... If you want to spin it like, oh, Matthew know the person and something like that.
No, because the dog's still going to sniff you out. Because he going to try to go where you went.
But no,
dogs are very attached. So if you go try to run and hide anywhere, the dog's going to go look for you and be scratching at the door. And he's like, oh, somebody in the room.
No, I know what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying. I'm just saying it's if they target, they just want a certain person. Like you're not even who they came for. But we know it's made up. So I don't even know why we're having this conversation.
Maybe.
Julia describes the alleged suspect to the detective, but further questioning soon leaves investigators suspicious of the teen. Let's continue.
Is there guns inside the home? There was? Where did it go?
No.
How do you know it's not there anymore?
I don't know.
So whoever broke in came and took the gun.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I didn't see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
What happened to your hand?
Oh, that's an old scar.
An old scar? How'd you get that?
I think one day, I was coming home from just going out on a walk or going somewhere, and I broke the window to get in because the door was locked and Mom wasn't home.
There you go.
And also, Julia...
Because she created the scene of smashing
the window. Also,
and she probably scratched... How did you smash it?
All right, good question. But also, we can tell old wounds from fresh wounds that just happened.
True.
Like... I feel like she think everybody is just like dumb.
Or no, she thinks she's smarter than everybody.
And she think everybody else is dumb. Like, I'm confused. Because clearly, like, this whole thing was not going to... That was not going to fly. Like, it just was not... Like, people that's been doing this for a while, they're going to investigate. They're going to do their jobs. It just didn't make sense.
They're asking certain questions for a reason. Because they're trying to see the timeline you're giving and seeing how does it match up to the evidence. Because a lot of things just don't make sense. It don't add up. They wasn't there. They were gone for hours while he was... So when they came back into the home, that's when the dude broke in and you immediately ran. I wouldn't did that because my mom and her boyfriend's right there. And so there go your help. But so did he break in or sit there and wait?
Yeah.
But you said you had no time. It's a 1-story house. Go out the fucking window. It's a 1-story house. Go out the fucking window.
We heard you the first time.
You looking like you looked at the window like.
No, I look like nothing.
You want to have went out the window?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would have went. Yeah.
That's an easy. Let me hop out the window. If I could barricade myself in a bedroom for hours, I would have ran to the neighbors and somebody help. Because I'm sure the neighbors know you.
Yeah.
Says the neighbors know my name.
Okay, babe.
Oh, okay.
You guys are having conversations, but you said it was light out when someone started breaking into the house. But these text conversations are happening at 9.
No, she said it was light out.
I think that's what I heard.
It's midnight now. It would have got dark. Because this is in July, right? It would have got dark. What you say? 8:30? 8? Between 8 and 8:30, right?
You're having conversations, but you said it was light out when someone started breaking into the house. But these text conversations are happening at 9:15 p.m.
These text messages you're having happening
At 9:15 p.m. Okay.
So it was already dark. So you say you didn't have your phone to call 911, but we got on your phone that you were texting someone at 9:15.
Okay.
So obviously there wasn't a break-in.
Right.
At that time, you saying it was.
Maybe it was like some sort of.
Did you check to see if she had a pulse or anything like that?
I didn't touch her, so no, but I hear her breathing and there was a big pool of blood, so I just assumed yes.
So you just
That's your mama laying on the ground. You gonna check and see if she got a pulse?
Heck yeah.
Assumed, I guess.
And more.
Is that you did the same thing with Matthew? Assume.
They were all bloody. I didn't want to get blood all over my hands, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't want. I don't know. I just felt like if I did anything, it would make it worse.
You mentioned to me earlier how the glass had been broken. How did you know that? How did you know it was used?
I saw that when I looked out there, I saw that thing was moved from where it originally was, so I assumed that the hammer wasn't where it originally was because it was like propped up against the house. And then it wasn't in the same spot. So this is just me assuming it's what he used. I mean, for all I know, he could have kicked it in. I don't know.
Julia makes several assumptions about the scene before the detective asks if she has any idea who could have done this.
A while ago, my mom said that. Just remember when I told you that her boyfriend used to live over there, and that's who lives over there is Matthew's and stuff.
Okay.
My mom told me once that they were really into like drugs and stuff. I don't know if it was someone who had some kind of like grudge and came after them, or because I don't know, they didn't really seem like they. But this is just me like thinking out loud. Yeah, but they didn't really seem like they wanted me in particular. It was like, because if you think about it, because I know that there were some dogs and stuff barking, and you don't want to go into a room with a pit bull in it. That's obviously a dumb thing to do.
Right.
Like, if you think about it, a pit bull you don't know. You don't know if it's, pit bulls, their reputation, whatever. But I don't know. It's just me thinking, like really racking my brain about it. But I genuinely don't know. It's just speculation, I guess.
Next, the detective heads inside and gets a look at the crime scene before sharing her perspective with an officer.
Are you just talking or are you asking a question?
No, I'm talking.
Just let me know if she like photos anything. But don't ask me questions. I'm pretty sure she kept it.
I searched her. When I asked her.
Okay, good. She's gonna go.
Huh?
She's gonna go back to the station. And she's gonna go.
She called him over my mother. She immediately talking in past tense.
Back with Julia, one officer sits with the teen while waiting on transport to the police station.
It's like I'm in a bad dream, but I can't wake up.
I can't even begin to imagine. I'm sorry.
When I wake up tomorrow, my mom's going to say, "Good morning, honey. Did you sleep?" I'm sorry I'm crying so much.
You don't need to apologize for that.
I know it's not a very guyish thing to do, but
On the contrary, it is.
it probably doesn't make any sense to you that it's trans, so that's why I'm saying stuff like that, I guess.
Of course it makes sense to me. What do you prefer to go by then?
Well, I was talking to my mom about it, and she said, if you had been born a boy by birth, I would have named you Jasper.
Did you catch that? Julia reveals to the officer that she's transgender and sometimes goes by the name Jasper, a name the suspect says came from her mother. Keep this in mind for later.
I'm going to jail.
Why would you go to jail?
I can't put me anywhere else.
That's not what happens.
Next, Julia is transported to the police station, where she sits with officers while awaiting the detective's arrival.
Wow, what a night. It's been busy.
Sorry, you kind of like add more to your plate.
Why are you apologizing?
I don't know. Well, I get that a lot. I guess I just have a habit of doing it.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, did you hit the lady over there on Malibu earlier? That's where I was at, somebody got hit by a car. Was it you? Okay. You apologized, so I figured I'd ask.
Oh, sorry, I did it.
You and your Honda set.
He slicked at him. Because she said, I apologize a lot for anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, you apologize. Oh, no, I'm sorry that happened.
Mm-hmm.
If you just like a very apologetic individual,
Yeah.
you would have been like, I'm sorry that happened to her. Or some of that nature, right?
Yeah.
But you said, I'm sorry for having to waste y'all time like this.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you apologize if you're not at fault?
Exactly. And it's not, and me personally, I'm not saying that. Like, my mom is deceased. I'm not even about to say sorry for wasting. It ain't no waste of time for y'all to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the verbiage. It's just.
And that's what's telling off on her.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I saw a Honda Civic in the area.
Yeah, me and my Honda Civic hit an old lady.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Spoiler and everything.
didn't even stop to check if she was fine. Yeah, I did that.
She joking too easy
Wait, it
about
was you?
somebody.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm the criminal here.
At the experience.
Hours pass until Julia is given a new set of clothes and seated in an interrogation room where detectives want to know about the disagreement between Julia and her mother that she mentioned earlier.
Fair. What is it that you're doing or that she's doing that's not fair to you?
Well, me and her would have a lot of arguments about things, especially over like me being trans. So she'd be like,
Okay.
"You're not a real boy," and blah blah blah, and all the whole spiel of transphobic stuff.
Okay.
But
She doesn't approve of your lifestyle. She doesn't approve of that.
Would you say that
she was like trying to kind of meet me in the middle, but it wasn't really working all that well all the time. She would try to call me child instead of, because it's more like gender neutral rather than kind of meeting in the middle, I guess.
Okay. Is she misgendering you?
Yeah.
So when you guys are arguing, is she intentionally, calling you she, or not using the appropriate pronouns, or not referring to you as Jasper and referring to you as Julia?
Julia tells detectives Kelly was unsupportive of her lifestyle and that it sparked many arguments. Next, detectives ask the suspect about her relationship with Matthew, who is 16 years younger than Kelly, according to a police report.
See, that's why I don't press. That's why I don't press it. So her I'm just gonna say Julia for now. So Julia
go by Jasper.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. So Julia prefers the pronouns
I don't know about pronoun
because
the lady asked her earlier,
and she just said
She just said.
See, Julia said
Julia
Jasper.
said the child said Jasper.
That she don't like. It's hard for me because you keep saying Julia.
Jasper said I
prefers Jasper.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to get an understanding because I'm trying to understand like the argument. I'm just trying to understand like just everything, like the disagreement, like where's the just everything, like where's the disconnect.
Who dumb was it? Because I'm sure
maybe Kelly's, maybe Matthew.
I doubt. Honestly, it might have been Matthew. I could see it being Matthew. Him being 22. She said he dibble dabble in drugs. She want to point at drugs. So I don't know. Anyway, or you never know. Kids be getting their hands on shit nowadays that when we were their age, we weren't able to get our hands on so easy.
With Matthew, who was 16 years younger than Kelly, according to a police report.
He's just a couple years older than you, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
No, I didn't like it. I mean, I don't really support their relationships, the thing, so I think that's the only kind of like tension that there was between us, because it would always be kind of awkward when it was just me and him in the house, because we wouldn't say shit to each other. Yeah. Because it's kind of like, I don't really want you here, and it was kind of obvious because I didn't support the relationship at all.
Now, detectives hit on another point of contention in the family, that Julia did not approve of her mother's relationship with the 22-year-old. Moments later, detectives get back to questioning Julia about her version of events.
So they leave around 7. And what are you doing in the house?
Just being on the couch, trying to relax, having my Switch.
Well, what game were you playing?
I think I had like Minecraft or Five Nights at Freddy's on it.
Minecraft or what?
Minecraft or like Five Nights at Freddy's on it, something like that.
Not what you had on it. Sorry, y'all. Not what you had on it. What game were you playing at the moment of the break-in? Because while they were gone, obviously you said you were sitting there playing a video game. When the burglar broke in, and then she said she was sitting on the couch, but if you was sitting on the couch when the burglar broke in, he would have saw your ass sitting on that damn couch.
Yeah.
Say that again?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
What is that? Is that like a horror, like Freddy Krueger?
It's like a horror game.
Okay. You ever played Dead by Daylight?
Mm-mm.
That's what it kind of reminds me of. It's kind of the same thing. You're trying to escape a killer. Freddy Krueger's one of them.
I hear him like walking around and stuff, and just kind of.
So you're saying him. So do you know that is this guy looks like a male? The suspect is like a male?
I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Okay. Could you tell if he was white or black?
If I had to guess, maybe black.
Okay. Like, was his face covered with a mask, or was he?
I think he had like some kind of hood. It was like up and kind of, but
Julia reiterates her story of being locked in her room while an intruder committed a double murder. But soon enough, detectives reveal that they know more than they're letting on.
I think this is tough for you. Okay. To be quite honest with you, we don't believe that this is how this happened. Okay. All right. We looked over this crime scene, and there's things in this crime scene that's not adding up with what you're saying. Okay. Because I don't believe the story about someone coming into the house. Okay. There's evidence that shows that we looked at your surveillance camera. Okay. We don't see nobody coming through that back door. Okay, we looked at your surveillance camera. We see your parents coming home through the front door. Okay. We see bloody footprints inside the dining room area in front of the rear sliding glass door underneath the glass. That blood should be on top of the glass.
Oh.
Let's talk about it.
You are so dumb. That is 100% true. If somebody broke, that's just
Because that would have been broke before, and then you would have
That's
walked
just-
through that and left. So
That's the reason why they are the detectives. We are just the looker on. We try to, you know
no,
what I'm saying? No, we
I
just try to assess, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not thinking that part.
yeah.
They're detectives. They're thinking that part because that's what they do. That's what they work on. I never, and we all also have never said we're detectives. Only person who wants to go into criminal justice or anything is right here, not right here. I never want. I grew up in a criminal justice household. I don't give a fuck. I never cared about criminal justice. So many people work in law enforcement. I don't care about it. It's stressful. It's a headache. C wanted to go into criminal justice. You would have been working crime scenes.
Mm-hmm.
You would have liked that, wouldn't you? Mm-hmm. Would you wanted to go more into the detective work now? Because you be trying to get, or is it just too much?
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, no.
You thought you was gonna be Nessa Ratio.
You gotta take the glasses off. He had his shades. That was his shades.
You got your glasses on.
Take the look in the horizon, child.
I'm like Horatio, bro. But that's what C wanted to do originally. Was it a crime scene? Mm-hmm. She wanted to be a crime scene investigator? Mm-hmm.
Tell us what happened. I'm gonna ask you straight up, okay? Are you the reason why did you hurt your parents today, your mom and Matthew? And if you did, was there a reason why you had to do it? Let's go with them coming home.
Come on.
When they walked through the door, tell me what happened.
Don't shut down now.
You've been doing a lot of talking and laughing.
Right.
So we know you're comfortable with talking.
Theoretically speaking, let's say what you're saying, that it was, theoretically speaking, let's say that it was me, right? What
the fuck are we talking about theoretically speaking?
Let's just say if it was me. Like, girl, like what? What are we...
Y'all
Jasper,
y'all kids are too like I don't fucking know anymore, bro.
Let me see what's about to be said. I just need to see.
They think they so intelligent.
I just need to
bro.
see.
There's so much left in life to learn. I mean, God.
So Jasper, we're going to be honest with you. It's not really theoretical at this point.
Right.
Everything he just stated to you is telling us that something happened that you're not telling us, right?
So you're basically saying that I'm the culprit.
I'm not saying that at all. But evidence shows us on surveillance cameras, it shows them walking into the house. It shows nobody in the backyard. It shows nobody breaking into the house.
Nobody. The way the camera is angled.
100%. But someone would be seen either hopping the fence, coming around the fence, whatever. And you know that. You know that the camera is angled a certain way. You know that you can walk out that sliding glass door and go undetected.
Yeah, and that's an interesting point you just made.
That you keep pointing out.
This is why we know especially we've seen a lot of crime scenes.
I'm saying there's a blind spot between the two cameras and the way that they're.
Why are you? You know why? There's a blind spot between because you were so fixated on that. So you tried to because y'all need to fucking stay out these movies and TV shows and thinking, oh, I could like, dude, it's not it, bruh.
Angled makes it obvious.
Yeah. But
someone would have to know that. Someone would have to know that there's a blind spot there.
Exactly.
Someone that's not random, that's not randomly coming to your back door and breaking the back door, unbeknownst.
They're not gonna know any of that.
This person would have had to have known the way the camera's set up only by viewing it from an app, right? You can't really tell.
You see it from the outside of the house.
Sure, but you can't see the exact scope. There's wide lenses. You don't know exactly what it's doing, but guess who does? And guess who just pointed that out? You do. So the only thing that makes sense in this instance here is that if this random person that you're saying came up to the back sliding glass door would have had to known that there was something to break the door, they would have had to come into the house and known that there was firearms inside the house, ammunition inside the house to use to then kill your mom and Matthew. For what reason? And then not only that...
At no point do they ever go to your door. And if you think he's worried about some dogs and he has a gun, he ain't worried about no dogs. Okay? So that didn't make sense right there. All right? Now, you was just about to say, what if it was you that did this?
I'm saying theoretically.
Okay.
Theoretically, what?
What?
You said that get it off your chest and whatever, but it's like that's not how that works. It's
Of course, it's not. It's not going to go away that quick. It's not. But you gives us a reason because other people are going to look at this interview, and they're going to want to know: is this a monster over here, or is this somebody who made a terrible mistake?
Ain't no terrible mistake. That's a choice.
Did either Matthew or your mom? Did any one of them try to do anything to you when they came home?
Please. No.
I hate when they do those scenarios to get them out just for a confession. Like, just get them to tell you the answer, bro.
Okay. So what happened? And why?
Where are you at in the house when they get home? Because we know you were not in your bedroom.
I don't understand how you can say that. How you know I'm not in my bedroom? How would you know that?
So your bedroom door was closed, correct? At the time that this incident took place. The way that the blood spatter is projecting suggests that maybe that wasn't the exact case.
They can tell.
It could have been closed, but maybe not all the way. Like you're saying, it was locked.
Well, I mean, I couldn't lock it. The lock is reversed on the door handle.
Okay.
The lock is reversed on the door handle. So what you're saying is the lock is on the outside of the door. So you couldn't lock the door. So theoretically, let's say if there was an intruder, you go into your room, you still couldn't lock yourself. You still couldn't lock yourself in the room, so you still would have been
right. But that's why, like when they were at the house, that's why it was stated. Well, I don't think that they wanted me because if so, they could have. I think they just want that was thrown out there as well, trying to take it off. Like, hey, if y'all come back around and was like, this person was in the house for hours and they didn't do anything to you. I don't. That's why that was said earlier.
Man,
just BS.
In the comment earlier about silence being really loud, it's happening right now. And even though you're not saying it with your mouth, your silence is saying it is loud. Does that make sense?
In a hard place, huh?
Did you shoot your parents, your mom and Matthew?
No.
Julia.
So I apologize.
Jasper, right. Did you shoot your mom and Matthew today?
Well, you're basically saying that I did, so do you?
Oh my gosh.
Well, we want you, like I said, we want you to tell us what happened. And tell us what, we're giving you this opportunity to tell us what went on, what was going on to make you do this.
Officials redact the remaining audio of the interrogation, but according to a criminal complaint, Julia later decided to come clean and admitted to killing her mother and Matthew. The complaint states that Julia allegedly said "welcome home" to the pair before shooting them multiple times with Kelly's revolver. Even more disturbing, the teen also admitted to stabbing Matthew repeatedly after running out of ammunition.
Oh,
that's
cold.
She had hatred towards him.
That's cold, bro.
And only reloading after she said the 22-year-old asked to be taken out of his misery. That's when she told investigators she loaded the gun again and shot Matthew in the head. Julia was booked for 2 counts of first-degree premeditated murder with a firearm. At last check, the now 17-year-old is being tried as an adult and has pleaded not guilty to the charges. She's expected back in court later this year. Subscribe now for easier access.
Later this, I need an update.
That was
2024.
It was 8 days ago.
Oh.
It was uploaded, so.
Oh, my bad.
So yeah, later this year. 2026.
Yeah, like, okay.
I was thinking it was a couple months old, but no.
Oh, okay,
it's
okay. I didn't know how old it was, but yeah, I need an update on that.
Fast.
I'm good.
Sick ass no.
Try it as an adult, cause that.
Well, she could be tried as an adult.
Rest in peace to Kelly and Matthew, though.
Yeah. Y'all spam us up, man. Let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comments down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are
Kid and Z.
We are.
No time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partner.